Hello, welcome to new unboxing. Today will be a new micro quadcopter. This is a Chinese new brand, well, more or less new, the Moontop M9916C, which is clearly a Syma X11 clone. So it came in white edition or black. Mine came in white. So this model is with a camera version, assumed to be a 2 megapixel, and we will see about this camera in a few moments. So what you will find in the box? You will find the quadcopter itself. Well, it's clearly a Syma X11 clone. Well, if you can see mine, I transformed into FPV, but you will see still the shape of the canopy. So you can find the same gear system. Okay, so it's not a direct drive motor, it's a gear. You have this tiny gears on above the props, well, below the props, sorry. So it's assumed to give more flying duration time. On the other hand, you will lose some vertical punch and thrust and well. Anyway, so it's clearly a pure copy of the Syma. So what also you will find, this gamepad style transmitter, well, 2 shoulder buttons. On the left is to select between one of the 3 speed mode, beginner, intermediate, and expert. This one is to perform flips. Okay, you can start the camera by pressing this button and to turn off also. And here the up button to take pictures, and the other button is to trim your control. What to say, 6 AA batteries is a lot to fit this transmitter. Yes, so what also you find when it's installed with your Moontop M9916C, you have a prop guards, walls, more or less efficient, at least on central part. You don't need to remove props to install it, to disinstall. That's a good point. Well, it's quite light. I can scale it if you want. Well, I don't know if I can use a box to tire it. Oops. Okay, it's something like, well, 2.36 grams. It's quite light. The quadcopter itself scales something like, well, if I can install on the balance. Well, it's not completely. I will use again this box. Oops. So without the battery, the Moontop scales 26 grams, and with the LiPo you have to add close to 35 grams. Okay, so well, it's not so light. About the batteries, it's a 1 cell LiPo rated 250 milliamps per hour, no discharge rate indicated, and ending with a micro LED connector. So what comes also in the box, 4 spare props, 2 clockwise and 2 counterclockwise here, sorry, and an USB charging cable, ending with a micro LED connector, of course, micro USB connector reader, micro SD, sorry, card reader, because it comes also with a 2 gigabyte. Well, I'm not sure. Yes, it's a 2 gigabyte micro SD card. Okay, so well, and an instruction manual, Chinese and English, quite simple. Just you find the basic instruction, nothing else, and the role of different keys and button. Anyway, so let's return to the quadcopter itself. The positive point is the very nice and bright LEDs you have. So you have to enter first. I will enter first the LiPo. Okay. So you have the same time of battery bay than the Syma X11 micro LED connector, as said. So you have a very nice red and green LEDs, so ideal for night flying. While concerning the camera itself, you can see the lens. It's a very small nano lens. It's a mount of 5.5 millimeters, so you can't find actually any wide lens to enlarge the field of view. Well, I would say immediately the bad points. It's the camera module. It's assumed to be a 2 megapixel. It's true, but only to take photos, and more. The 720p photos are interpolated from a VGA resolution. So the camera, the videos are in a VGA format, and I found that it's very blur, out of focus, and very interpolated. So definitively not a grid module, and not at 2015 years is not no more a good camera module. It was true maybe 3 years ago, so it's no more the case. Well, concerning the other part of the quadcopter, well, the radio range is more or less okay. You have 3-speed mode. I found it's not so fast and not fight the wind very well. Probably because the camera module is adding too much weight. I heard that the non-camera version is flying much better. So I should do a test without the camera installed. I have to remove it anyway. But another positive point, I will say that you have more place in the belly, maybe to install FPV, small FPV or platform gears about 5 grams. You can install and enlarge this hole to install a mini FPV camera. Should be possible, I guess, and you will have a very nice micro FPV platform like I have here. It's a very nice one. Anyway, the motors are the same size as the Syma one. They are, if I'm not wrong, 7mm by 15 or 12mm, something like this. Thanks to the stress of the gear system, the durability can be a problem. So I hope they are a better quality than the Syma one, which is they got very short durability. Anyway, what I can say more, they take the basic ingredient. Oh, it's very noisy compared to the Syma one. Maybe the gear system is not very well matched and there are extra noise. Anyway, in sport mode is still okay. You don't feel a lot of vertical power because of the extra weight of the camera. Okay, I will make a small demo flight. 1 point to calibrate. When you turn, the LED becomes solid. Okay, you have to arm by pushing up and down, and it's arm. And to calibrate gyro, you have to push both sticks, the left one to the lower left position and the right to the lower right position, and the LEDs blinks. Okay, so you can see it's very nice. Now it's calibrated, more or less. So I can start the camera by pressing this button. It's out of the box. You can see it's the yaw in beginner mode are extreme. Wow, not so slow. But the good news, the yaw is proportional to the speed mode. Okay, I will land because it's very. I have to trim it a lot. Okay, now it's much better. So the yaw is correct in intermediate mode, and now in expert mode, you know, the yaw rate is great. I like it a lot. So it's stable, but it lacks a vertical punch. Maybe a better LiPo with a better distance rate will be a more convenient. Anyway, it's stable. Okay, we try to. Yeah. Wow. As you can see, when you perform a flip, you're losing some altitude. Anyway, that is stable platform. It's noisy, as I said. Yes, you don't have a lot of vertical punch. Oh, I found anyway, I found with the camera turned on, the flying duration is not great. I've got something like 3.5 minutes maximum, so it's not a very good point. I will now end this small unboxing and quick testing. You have to check my outdoors video. Well, to resume, it's clearly a clone of the Syma 11, okay, taking the same ingredient, so you should have very long flying duration, but unfortunately the VGA camera module is drawing a lot of voltage and current, so you probably had to use a better LiPo with at least a better discharge rate. The camera version is, the module is not fantastic at all, and I will be honest, I don't advise to take the camera version of this Moontop. Without, you will save some weight, you will have a better and more sportive flyers, and a really good competitor to the Syma 11. So I have to say that this camera version is not a big success. I will probably remove the camera module because it's very not good one. Okay, so I advise to take it without the camera. If you like this video, please send it, and if you like my channel in general, please subscribe. Bye bye.